So, positive thinking is something that everyone wishes they could do easily. But as soon as life gets a little bit tough or things don't turn out quite the way that you want them to, the negative thinking just slips right in there. We spend so much of our time worrying. It's a cycle, more and more worry. We just feed it. And we allow this fear to really take over ourselves. We allow the worry to get a very, very firm grip. And we can very easily get lost in this negative cycle until we have so many negative emotions and then that mood just completely settles in. For some people, negative thinking is automatic, and these thoughts just go round and round and round. And many people don't even notice that they're doing this. They notice though when they do feel depressed, they notice when they feel very unhappy for some reason, but they don't know why. There's so much negative information all around us every single day. It's there in what we see. It's there in what we read every day. And what about the stuff that we watch on telly? I mean, it's there all around us. All of this negativity gets inside our mind and then it's stored in our subconscious mind. And unfortunately, so much around us is so negative all the time. And we are our environment. We absorb our environment. Now, positive thinking alone is not going to alleviate your anxiety. It's not going to stop your depression, but altering your environment can help. On the news, for instance, we may hear about a car accident, but then we listen to the same negative story about that car accident over and over and over again, and we do this all day. You may hear the same story later as you're driving into work. You might hear that story again later when you're at work and everyone, your work colleagues, are all talking about it. And then you hear it twice more during the day. You hear it at the coffee shop. You hear it on the way home from work. It's around in everyone's conversations. Then people are talking about it at the dinner table. And lastly, it's on the news again before you go to bed. Now, that's just one example of one negative thing that you've been subjected to for 6-7 times just in one day. And it might be that we're guilty of watching something or reading something and listening too much to negative things that are around us. And this feeds our anxiety, this feeds our depression, this feeds our low mood. We become very, very preoccupied with all this negativity around us. And now, it's a very, very small thing that you can implement that can help you change. But one small thing is to improve your environment, where you can. I don't mean ignore the news, but hearing about the accident is once, and that's bad enough. You don't need to remind yourself constantly of all the negative things that are happening all day. In the morning, do try and practice some gratitude rather, on good things that have happened on the day before. Listen to some happy music. Meditate if this is something that you enjoy. Start your morning on a positive note. Create energetic, positive rituals and set up your day for positive things to happen. Your thinking will automatically begin to change as you put this new thinking practice into practice. Now, I would recommend that you do this for at least 21 days because there has been quite a lot of evidence to back that doing anything for 21 days changes your habits. So I can do it for negative habits as well. Get into the new habit of not thinking negative, but by getting into the positive thinking habits. This takes practice, but it can be done and you'll benefit.